Okay, now what we're looking at right now is IEC 61131-3. What is it? Well, first of all, the IEC is the International Electrotechnical Commission. So what we have here is basically an organization which produces a standard, or actually a set of standards, for the automation industry. And in this particular part of their standard, what this focuses on is the programming languages used in the automation industry, specifically for PLC programming. So this defines several different languages or paradigms which we can use to then program a PLC, and there are 5 of these. So those are ladder diagrams, which you already know from PLC 1 and PLC 2. We worked exclusively with ladder diagrams. Now we're also going to be looking at the other 4 paradigms which are included in this standard, plus 1 more. But the other 4 in this standard are instruction lists, function block diagrams, structured text, and sequential function charts. So what this standard does is it not only defines those programming languages, but it also goes on and gives what instructions need to be included in each one and how those instructions need to work. Now, this standard isn't exactly an enforceable law. This is a recommendation which has been a lot more accepted in Europe than it ever was in North America, but it is catching on. And something that you'll see as you program and as your career progresses, that everybody tries to kind of follow the standard and, keep things compatible, but at the same time, you'll see that almost every manufacturer adds a few of their own bells and whistles to each of the programming languages, and some don't conform exactly to this standard. But the standard is there, and it is a very good guideline. So that's where you can look if you actually want to see what should generally work across any platform. And really, you're not going to learn everything until you spend a lot of time in a particular platform, developing in that platform, going through the lists of commands, going through the help menu, and you're going to see that there usually is some divergence between what a specific OEM creates and what the standard actually says. But I wanted you to have a copy of this standard, know where it comes from, know what it is, be aware that it exists. It's not something that as a programmer you're going to need to consult very often. There really isn't a reason to. It's not going to help you program a PLC per se. This applies more for the manufacturers of the PLCs and more precisely the software for programming the PLCs. But this way you'll have at least an idea of where this all comes from, why you see these same different programming languages popping up across different manufacturers. They aren't copying each other, they're actually just copying off of this standard, which is what standards are for. So look at it. You don't need to go through this thing explicitly if you don't want to. It's there as an optional reference just to help you understand what you're looking at and where it's all coming from. So it's there for you if you need it.